Hi, this is Trish of Roots Rockers Promotions, and I was Bob Andy's agent for a number of years, at least 15. It is a bit difficult for me to speak about Bob in the past tense because although he had been ill for a number of years, he was only diagnosed with cancer the first week in March. So we only had about 3 weeks before he left us, and it was very short a time to come to terms with the fact that he wasn't going to be with us for much longer. We were also hoping that something could be done to save his life, which was not possible. And to make it worse, when he died, nobody could travel. So anybody who would have gone from England, such as myself, the head of his English company, musicians who worked with him over here, couldn't go. And, it made it so much more harder. His son Bobby, his grandchildren in the States, who had been planning to visit him while he was ill, flights were cancelled as they were about to fly, so they couldn't go. And the same can be said for Marcia Griffiths. Marcia has a long history of working with Bob and a lifetime friendship. She was not able to travel. She would have wanted to be with him during the last stages of his life. It would have been of much comfort to Bob, but unfortunately she couldn't go. So all that has made it so much harder. On the artistical side, Bob was one of the most influential Jamaican songwriters. His songs cover a range of subjects, from love songs to political songs, his own experiences, anything and everything. He had very original melodies, very original lyrics, and he wrote a number of songs for many people, from Feel Like Jumping, Truly, Melody Life, Tell Me Now for Marcia Griffiths, I Don't Want to See You Cry for Ken Booth, and a lot of artists have done versions of his songs, more than any other Jamaican songwriters apart from Bob Marley. So Barrington Levy covered Too Experienced, Gregory Isaacs covered Sunshine's for Me and My Time, UB40 did Impossible Love, very, very long list. Bob was very professional, always on time for everything, recordings, interviews, rehearsals, always choosing his musicians with care, doing his rehearsals with care, and doing fantastic shows. The songs he's written, apart from the ones I mentioned before, have become cornerstones of Jamaican music. And his album, The Songbook, which came out on Studio One, is one of the best works that ever was published. Every track is a hit on that album. And also he recorded outside of Studio One songs like Fire Burning, songs like Check It Out, and the album Lots of Love and I, as well as releases on his own Ayanka label. When you travel with someone, obviously we traveled all over Europe, you become very familiar with that person and you get to know the person as well as the artist and the man behind the artist. So I have many memories of anecdotes and episodes that have happened. One in particular comes to mind when we went to Dublin many moons ago. That was with the Bigger Morrison Band, which is also known as the Skatronics. And we were coming out of rehearsal. We were already in the van, leaving to go to the hotel. And we saw this young girl, quite short and with very short hair, coming towards the van. And because the van was already on the move, we assumed it was someone who wanted an autograph, and we carried on and we left towards the hotel. The same night when we went to do the show, I exceptionally went down from the stage where I normally stay, and I went down in the crowd, and the same girl came up to me, recognized me and said, "Oh, you were with Bob this afternoon?" And I said, "Yes, I'm his agent." And she said, "Oh," she put out her hand and said, "I'm Sinead O'Connor." I was so embarrassed that we did not recognize her the afternoon, and I wish the ground could have swallowed me. And I said to her, "I'm so sorry we didn't recognize you because you've got hair, you've got short hair. We normally see you without hair." So she said, "Oh, that doesn't matter." She said, "But I came to the rehearsal because I wanted to be able to talk to Bob and see if he would have allowed me to sing some songs with him." She was very humble about everything. And And I said to her, well, is surely when he finishes, he'll come back for an encore. If you talk to him in the dressing room, something can be arranged, I'm sure. So I took her to the dressing room, and, Bob was so surprised to see that, she was Sinead O'Connor, and they arranged and sang a couple of songs together. That was a very fantastic, for the people in the audience. They went mad over those, that historical performance of the two artists together. Funnily enough, it was so hectic, we, didn't take any pictures, and I don't think at the time the mobiles could take films. So anyway, I don't think there's any pictures of that anywhere, which is a shame, but, obviously that memory will be with whoever was there forever and ever. More recently, in 2017, I traveled to Jamaica, and on my birthday, we went to do some dub plates in one of the Jamaican studios, and which was a fantastic birthday present for me. And then we went up to Bob's flat, and I was going all around the flat taking pictures of all the different awards that it got all over the walls and on shelves, and I ended up in the kitchen, and I saw a little statuette which resembled the Oscar statuette, quite a heavy trophy. And I said to him, Bob, what's this doing in the kitchen? And he said, oh, I use it to press garlic and ginger. So that was, Bob all over. Very fantastic sense of humor, very down to earth. He knew he had a talent, and he was blessed with songwriting abilities, and he surely was. And, he just wanted to share it with whoever was interested in listening. So he may be gone physically, but his spirit will live forever within his songs. That, he's left a huge catalogue that we can always have the pleasure to listen to. He is definitely one of the cornerstones of Jamaican music, and he's left such a legacy. We can all be blessed to listen to it whenever we feel like it, and he surely is always written uplifting songs. Thank you, everybody, for listening. One love.